Hey, good afternoon, it's Smile, you're on TV. Welcome to the channel again and thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon and all the other things that all the YouTubers tell you to do. Now, the reason we're out today on a Friday afternoon in July is to have a look at the C650 GT scooter from BMW. I have reviewed this once before, my view on it, one of my first videos, and it got quite a lot of questions rather, so I thought it'd be a good idea just to show you around it a little bit more. So here we go. Let's get close to the damn thing and tell you why I paid the end of the PCP. Or actually I didn't, the wife did. Anyway, I'll tell you how I did that as well. Well, here we go then, the BMW C650 GT. What do I like about the scooter? Having lived with it now for 3 years, and I know it's 3 years because it just came up to its PCP and I have now paid for it. Well, I say I, the wife. I'll tell you more about that, probably. Might not, but yeah, probably. So, it's the C650 GT. Why 650? I don't know, because these things are CCs of snarling death, and I thought it'd be a good idea to have lots of those underneath my bottom when I'm cruising along. And do you know why I like it? I like it because when you twist this thing, it really does go. Now, before I had this bike, I had a silver wing, and Honda stopped doing the silver wings, so what was next? And I saw this at the show and thought, well, you know, why not? Now it's bloody heavy. I'm not going to lie to you, it's heavy. It's heavy on the ground and it's a bit heavy with the little bits of manoeuvring and stuff that you're pushing it around. So if you want a light bike, not the one for you. If you want a bike that pulls away from the traffic lights and goes like stink, it is the one for you. But I have to say it does have a few things that I don't like about it, a few flaws. So there is a bitching and moaning session. That's coming in a minute, so stay tuned. Let's tell you about the things I do like and how to do all the little bits and pieces. Now, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's putting the helmet on the ground. So I've taken the back box off to show you the back end, the bike's back end, not mine, because that would just be wrong. Right, the thing that I do want to show you is the storage that's underneath, because I think the storage is pretty good actually, and you can get 2 full face helmets in here. Now I've got some other bits and pieces, as you can see, water drinks bottle, probably needs washing out. Ugh. And a few other bits and pieces just stored in there for now. But what I'm saying is you can put a helmet in there and you can put an upside down helmet in that one. So that's really cool. So lots of things. Little toolkit underneath there. Never used it, never want to. Not really. At the end of the day, don't want it to break down. Don't do that. Getting fuel and putting fuel in it is this little bad boy here. So all you do is press down the key and then you twist it that way and you open the fuel, and then all you need to do is click it, and then it goes in there. As if you don't know how fuel goes in a vehicle. Sorry, not messing you around. I've had the Navigator 6 fitted to it. I think it's a good bit of kit ultimately, the Nav 6. It is not one of my favourite sat-navs, but sat-navs that tend to be a little bit slow. I prefer sometimes to use my phone, and I know you can get a cradle for this. Might buy one day and then show everybody on eBay. Ooh, the birds are tweeting. One issue that I did have was a bit of condensation in here, which I've not been able to really get rid of. So if you have any ideas about how to get rid of that, please leave a comment for me. That would be really good. The screen goes up and down. Screen goes up. And screen goes down. Thank you for Flyboy above me, above my head. The other thing I wanted to show you as well, which is really interesting, this is the blind spot mirrors. So blind spot mirrors are pretty good. As I said before in one of the previous videos, that actually they work below around about 40 miles an hour. They flash continuously when you indicate and there's something in your direction, the direction you're turning into, and the little sensors are in here. Lights are really good. Right, let's get to doing some bitching. And I'll do a bit of a road trip in it and do my normal voiceovers to show you what I am impressed with and what I am not, and what the speed is and what it is not. So it's got them. I'll give you them in the voiceover and let you know what they're all about. And it's got one at the back as well that will stop you. It's not the best review in the world, is it? But it's an overview. Give you mount. Only supposed to take a maximum of 6 kilograms. What bloody use is that to anybody? But it gets a lot heavier than that, I have to say. But, you know, 6 kilograms, what's the bloody point? what else have we got that we can show you that we're not happy with? We're not happy with this. This is not weathering very well at all. So in terms of a bitching session, get it sorted out, BMW. What a load of shite. This, look, this is the second cover that this has had on it. This one in warranty, and now there's a bit of rust going around here. When I say rust, I don't mean rust, I mean oxidisation of the material that it is made of. This was pretty rubbish as well, but I have taken that off and painted it because I knew that I was going to keep the bike. And the reason for keeping it is because it's really good. The conclusion is the bike works, and it works really well, and I can't really think of anything out there at the moment in terms of the CC that you could actually replace this with. So getting serious for a second, it's actually a really good bike. And it's sad really that people don't buy into the scooter. Certainly in the UK, they do anywhere. And if you were going to probably have this in the city, maybe it's just a bit too big for you. Maybe it's a bit too big for racing around cities, but it's kind of ideal and nice for out in the countryside. And it's lovely for a little bit of a touring bike. Honestly, you can tour on it. I've been to Bruges on this, I've been around Wales, I've been to quite a few places. It's a great bit of kit ultimately to just jump on and go somewhere with the wife. And because it's really, really comfy. Really, 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 really. I mean, that seat, I mean, look at that. You don't get that on any bikes really, do you? That's comfort. Comfort beyond any dreams. It's very nice. There's not much more I can say about it on the ground. There's probably a bit more that I can say about it whilst we're going along, and then I can do you a voiceover of all those bits and pieces and my bitching session. My bitching. Brum brum brum. Okay. Right, so here we are in the middle of nowhere on a B road, and what I wanted to do is see if you can tell me how long it takes me to get from 0 to 60 miles an hour from a standing start. So all I'm going to do is wind on this accelerator as full as possible. You count the seconds, and for you very clever people out there, you'll be able to give me an idea of how long it takes to go from 0 to 60. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. How long did that take? I'm very interested to do. I'll do that a couple of more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And wound off. So how long did that take, clever people? Stick it in the comments. Let us know. Don't forget, if you're going to send me a comment or something like that, please subscribe. It's very good to hear from you and to keep in touch. Lots more to share on this channel, especially when we do get to do some trips. And there's one coming up very soon. Oh, there's a car coming. And he slowed right down. That's good of him. I'll thank him. That wasn't him, it was a lady. One more time, we'll do the 0 to 60. Now remember, if you're in the city and you're pulling away from traffic lights going from 0 to 30, I'll be interested in the figures from that as well, for all you very clever people. So let's have a bit of a look and see where we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. To do the speed limit, don't want to break the speed limit, do I? I'm a very law-abiding person, obviously, very law-abiding, sort of. Right, it's over to me now. We can talk spec while we do a bit of riding. So this is my technical bit. Probably a good idea to have a glass of wine. Here we go. Ooh, now, it would normally be my bitching session, but I don't think it's fair really on this bike, and I'll tell you the reasons why I think it's not fair is because, like I said, I bought it. Well, actually I didn't, the wife did, and she's with me at the moment, so I have to be really careful about what I say. Right, so let's get into the spec of this particular vehicle and the particular things that it does. Now, it says that it does 112, I'm telling you, miles per hour as a maximum speed. Yeah, it does. I'm not saying where I did it. I was obviously on a track, officer. Anyway, it's also 60 horsepower at 7,750 of those revolutions per minute, because it has a capacity. It has 647 cc's of snarling death, which is brilliant, and 61 miles per gallon it does too. There's a couple of versions of this. There's the sports version, and then there is the version that you are seeing at the moment, which is the C650 GT Highline, which is yeah, it's the special one. And I paid a bit of extra, sorry, the wife paid a bit of extra money for the blind spot mirrors and a few of those other bits and pieces. Right, let me tell you a little bit more. It is a liquid cooled 4-stroke parallel twin engine. Sounds like a tractor. 4 valves per cylinder. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Double overhead camshaft dry sump lubrication. The bore and stroke is 79mm by 66mm. Boring. As I said, rated output 60 horsepower, maximum torque 63 newton meters at 6,000 rpm. I said it was quick. It is quick, and I like it. It's really good. It's electronic fuel injection, and apparently the emission control is a closed loop 3-way catalytic converter. Again, boring. It's got a 3-phase alternator delivering 508 watts generator and a 12-volt battery, which is really good. Right, here is the other interesting bits. The power transmission, the clutch. It has a centrifugal clutch, which means that when you wind it on, it kind of grabs it and off it traps. Out the trap really fast. The gearbox is a continuous variable transmission. It has the drive is a chain drive in an oil bath. Oh, that's nice. Sounds very lubricating. It's a tubular steel with die-cast aluminium sections in the frame. It's got upside-down forks, which are 44mm, a single-sided swing arm, suspension travel front and rear 4.5 inches, I'm guessing that is, yeah, front and rear, 115mm. Does that sound about right? Yeah, I think it does. It's got a caster of 3. This is, why do I even read this stuff? The wheels are cast aluminium. It's got one at the front and one at the back. Have I had a drink? No, I don't think I have. The front tyres, by the way, are 120 by 70 ZR15s, and the rear tyres are 160 by 60 ZR15s. The front brake is a double disc brake caliper, which I like the double disc. You know, I wouldn't be satisfied really riding a motorcycle, especially with this weight, with only one disc at the front to stop you. The brakes, single disc. Now, as I've said in the video, I'm not overly keen on the brakes on this particular vehicle, probably because I never cleaned them properly, and when I didn't clean them properly, they got all pitted and horrible, so I do have ahead of me a bunch of money to spend on the bike. Right, on to some of the important bits. Unladen weight, fuel, road ready, fully fueled. It is, believe it or not, 575 pounds, which is 261 massive kilos, which is quite a lot. And it's got a total permitted total weight of 445 kilos. So that's a heavy bike with a couple of heavy people on it. The payload is 406 pounds, which is 184 kilos, and it has a usable tank volume of 4.1 gallons, so 15.5 litres, with a reserve of 0.8 gallons. Now, if I was going to bitch about this particular bike at all, I would say that when it's running out of fuel, you get this warning to say that you're running out of fuel and you're on reserve. Now, rather than like giving you 50 miles as a countdown or 20 miles as a countdown, it starts counting up. What good is that? Honestly, you know, that's like saying, that's like teasing you, isn't it? Like, you're just about to run out of fuel. You've done a mile since I told you were going to run out. Now you've done 5 miles since I told you were going to run out. And now you've done 10 miles. I have to say, it's a little bit scary. It's not nice. Oh, what am I saying on the video now? Shut up, Wayne. Carry on riding. Just do me a favour. You're just interrupting me now. Or am I just... anyway, ignore him. Apparently, inner leg curve unladen weight. Apparently the seat, standard seat height is 75.2 inches. The exclusive seat is 75.2 inches. And it has a low seat of 73 inches. So you can kind of have... If you have a low bottom or a long bottom, then obviously you can work out that. What's this? Seat height unladen weight. Standard seat 31.7, exclusive seat 31.7, and low seat 30.9 inches. Inner leg curve. Don't know what it's trying to tell me there. Okay, maybe you can work that one out for me. Right, as I said, this review is a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I am reviewing my own motorcycle after all. What is it like to live with? Well, as I said, it's fun, but it's heavy on the ground. It's kind of in the blurb. It comes out and they sort of say superior, dynamic, luxurious. And I would say it is a superior scooter. It is dynamic, it's fast, it's quick, and it is luxurious, and it's very, very nice to sit on. And I say, I would not hesitate to go touring on this bike at all. I would worry about how much weight I'm going to put in the back box, absolutely, but I think, you know, 2 up, doing a bit of the French B or D roads would be really, really good. So yeah, quite nice. I think it says it's perfectly shaped and technically flawless. Indeed. So there we go. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic, and that's my review. So over to, or back to me. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, prices, I don't think you're going to order one, because I don't think they're going to do them in the UK anymore. I believe that the 2020 C650 GT is available in America for $11,490 of your US dollars, and I believe it is somewhere very, very similar here in the UK in terms of the pound notes that we use over here. So yeah, in essence, it's bloody expensive, but as I said, I didn't pay for it, did I?
No.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Very good of you. It's nice having a wife that buys the bike for you. Oh well, there you go. That's Mrs. Smile. Say hello, Mrs. Smile.
Hello, Mrs. Smile.
There you go. Does everything I wanted to do except when I wanted to do something. Say bye, Adele.
Bye, Adele.
Now there's always something sharing, you know. I like to have a bit of a bitch about a TFT. Well, this is not a TFT, so I can't really bitch about it, apart from obviously what I've already said about that getting in there. So completely analog, fine. All this bit LED. So rev counters up this side, the mileage is on here, as you can see, nearly 5,000 miles. Yes, brilliant. Temperature at the moment is the outside temperature at 24.5. Previous video I did, I hadn't set the clock, so it looked to any of my colleagues that were actually working that I was skipping it off an hour early in the afternoon. I wasn't. No, so today it's 6:09, it's Friday evening. I've got a half a tank's worth of fuel, and that little indicator just there says that I've got the auxiliary lights on, you know, the daytime running lights, which is good. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can get in a little bit closer. So I've got a few bits and pieces that I can do. I can turn those daytime running lights onto full lights. Obviously you can't see the front, sorry, apologies. Indicators left and right are just there on the dashboard. Any little emergency bits and pieces and failures are normally in here, and I sometimes get one of those failures that comes up if the wheel doesn't quite spin at the right speed front and back. In other words, I have a little bit of a funny little whoa, oh my goodness gracious. Right, trip, so you can go into trip 1. It says I've done 121.3, trip 2 121.3, obviously same trip. It says that since I set off this morning, trip A 11.4, I've done 11.4 miles on this particular little review, and then I can go into setup. If I go into setup, there's numbers of things that I can change and check, which are to do with things like the indicators coming on, going off, being automatic and stuff like that. Let's have a quick look into that. Trip, let's do that. Setup, so I can set the clock. I can set the date. I can set ASC on or off. I can set DRL on or off, and I can exit, which is what I will do. I will do the exit. Brilliant. The other thing that you can do is click on info. Info will give you the speed, average 37.1, fuel 53.1 mpg. It will give my instant fuel, which is not showing now for obvious reasons. Date today, 24th of the 7th, 2000, in the year of 20. My oil is okay, and that's an unusual thing. It doesn't give you that whilst you're going along, but when you're on a stand, when you stand still, and it's alongside your oil, alongside your tyre pressures, It will say that your oil is okay when your engine's running, and then you've got tyre pressures, front 2.4, rear 2.7. Not 100% sure what the settings are, but I'm sure I could find out if somebody really needed to. Hey, just Google it yourself. And again, back to the outside temperature. So it's a nice little display, it does everything that it needs to. As I said earlier in the review, you have got heated grips and you've got heated seats. They are automatic as well, so they check the ambient temperature and put enough heating into the bike just for your nice little warm dannies, and boom, just to keep it nice and fresh. Everything else, yeah, straightforward. Is it a bike I want to keep? It's too late. The wife's bought it. It was on a PCP scheme, and apparently at the end of those things, if you don't tell them what you're going to do and you don't do anything with it, they just take the money out of your bank. Well, they take the money out of my wife's bank, so thank you, wife. This is actually her bike, to be fair to her. So there you go, that is the BMW C650 GT in the middle of Northamptonshire. So if you've got any questions at all, then yeah, Google it. If you've got or you want to like keep in touch and stuff like that, I'm not sure we'll do any more of a review on this particular bike, apart from if it comes on a trip with us. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel, it's great. I need the channel to grow, so all the comments are really good. The thumbs ups are absolutely fantastic on the video, so that'd be really good. And of course, you know, keeping in touch for subscribing would be really, really lovely. It'd be nice to get on a knock on the door one day from YouTube saying, hey, congratulations, we'd like to start putting adverts on your channel. Probably not. Anyway, there we go. That's the BMW C650 GT, and it's my 5,000 mile review. Well, 4,900 and something. See you soon. You've been listening to me. I don't think I'll include that bit. Right, outtakes time. Hey, afternoon, welcome. Do it again. Well, good afternoon. Remember to... BMW. Hey, welcome back. Smile, you're on TV. Welcome back, Smile, you're on TV. It's good to see you all, although you know I can't see you. It's a television thing. Anyway, just thought I'd say hello, and the reason that I'm out on the BMW C650 GT is because I put this up on YouTube and people said, tell me more, tell me more, tell me all sorts of things. So I thought I'd probably tell you a bit more. Not sure there's much more I can tell you, but if you're interested in this bike, let's have a good look round.